Hello everybody and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Justice For All with Chaos Counseling.
Woo!
Where the hell was Acro? Where the fuck was that man?
Where what? Oh my gosh!
Holy shit, he was in his fucking room?
What? Oh my
He was
gosh!
obviously here the entire time.
That's Acro's room.
Pretty simple, eh?
Shit.
Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. There's only one answer to that. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster.
What? Are you nuts?
I know that it's not, you're not doing that in defeat, but seeing you squirm was...
What say you, Mr.
I
Dingaling?
know what his fetish is.
Audience, you want to take that out of context.
Do so now.
You're all grounded.
It's an interesting theory.
That's it.
Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it.
This guy's cool. Yeah, I like this guy. This guy's great.
I don't like this guy.
Get the frick out!
And Mr. Dick Gumshoe, if you would please.
I'm sorry, sir.
I am your worst nightmares brought to life. You cannot eject me.
Francisco, I think this is Cthulhu.
Whips into submission.
I was about to say, okay, Cthulhu now goes
Yeah, there's a bunch of tentacles in his fucking face.
I know, but you would think it would sound more threatening.
Well, we don't understand. This is what we can translate as Cthulhu.
A little bit. A
Yeah.
bitch says what?
No.
Hey!
Anyway.
You suck, honey.
I like you.
I love you more.
Yay!
Mr. Wright,
You should try calling
Yes,
him
Your
Mr.
Honor.
Phoenix Wright. It's very invigorating.
as the witness has stated, your assertions is impossible. Or is it? As he's in a wheelchair, there is no way he could get to the scene or be the killer.
You've got a point.
It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true.
No, it isn't.
Well, I mean, Mo. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he?
No, we didn't.
Wow, you're just...
He's just fighting me today.
But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly.
No, it isn't.
Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. Hello.
How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet.
Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here...
She's right, I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought.
Sorry, deep doo-doo.
Yeah, like that little boy in the fifth row said. We'll be
sure that
real
Acro
poo-poo
killed
heads
the
now.
Killed the ringmaster, and he killed the ringmaster while he was in his room. No doubt about it.
It's time to enlighten us on how Mr. Dingaling committed the crime, Mr. Wright.
I'm going to present some evidence.
Okay.
Oh, this again. So, what did Mr. Dingaling...
Yes, that. Can't see it, but that. that fool.
That's a picture.
It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture.
The bust.
It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-sized, it is also very, very heavy.
Oh!
That Karma's bust is put to shame.
Yes, I just went there.
Detective Gumshoe, remind me to file a sexual harassment,
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window.
Well, shit.
The birdies have abandoned him.
See, this is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust.
He's very well endowed. His ample.
Oh shit!
What have you done?
Oh no!
He's crying because he hit her mic. Like a ginkgo.
A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit.
How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible.
Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust.
Damn it, your muscles have betrayed me, beautiful man.
Flexes his
Mr.
pecs.
Dick!
Damn it.
For a second, I thought he said, how do you respond to these cheeseburgers?
Judge, are you hiding burgers from me, Judge? Are they underneath your desk as you speak? Give them to me, Your Honor.
Well,
Acro's at a loss for words.
He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro, you can't run away from things. Ah!
I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Nope.
I
What?
have to enunciate when I say your name. Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself.
Testimony, you say?
It's evidence,
On
basically.
Karma. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time.
I'd love to. Yeah.
There's absolutely no need for such testimony.
The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond.
Oh, so we're playing this game now,
You
huh?
played it yesterday. It's my fucking turn.
Yeah, but you called me out for it, so I'm sure as hell gonna call you out on it.
That
The
doesn't mean I
defense
don't get to do
objection
it.
is overruled.
Why can't we see things my way once in a while?
I think he did once, and I think I almost had an orgasm over it. Yes, be disgusted by that statement.
I hope you're disgusted by that statement.
Kind of.
Good.
good.
Oh, and we've lost Sunshine.
I was gonna join
he is
him.
off to the Harry
was gonna
Potter-
join
You can't get in from that side.
I was literally going to join him, but I am trapped by a soundboard and a microphone.
Well, so long. Farewell.
imagine
Auf
I'm in there in
Wiedersehen.
spirit.
Do you want a blanket to cover yourself? That would basically be like a closet.
I can kind of like there.
There.
Now you don't see me.
I can't see you, so you can't see me.
They can't see me. I can't see them.
Well, I need the
Holy
audience
shit, now I just remember that video of Spot. I fucking love Spot.
spot.
He was a little dog who was like in storybooks and little
Oh,
animation
that
short.
guy!
Yeah!
Yeah!
He was playing hide and seek and one of the lions was just like covering his face with a leaf and that was it. He's like, I can see you, but I can't see you, so you can't see me.
Logic.
That was beautiful. Fuck, I want to watch that now. Damn it, where are you, YouTube? I'll watch you later.
Nah.
If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony.
The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him.
You can be respectful towards him. Can be respectful towards him.
Someone needs to look up the definition of respect. Thank you.
Gumshoe, would you mind grabbing that for his honor?
Here we go.
I was. Hey, Von Karma, I was sassing you, not him.
Well, this one.
That woman will sink to any low to win a case.
You're learning just now, realizing this?
Well, it's only like the second case he's dealt with me. Give him some time. Calm down.
I suppose I should have lifted something. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. It makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop on the bust on him. Don't you agree? Logic.
I have no doubts in regards to the witness's testimony.
It was impossible for him to lift the bust and carry it over to the window. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries.
That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright?
I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination.
He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really.
I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus.
You should learn a thing or two, Luke. Don't let her get to you.
Don't let her get to you.
Oh, the music picked up! Yeah!
Oh gosh, I'm a huge fanatic for music. I'm sorry. I was about to be like, can you even have birds in the courtroom? But then I remembered we cross-examined one once.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, never mind. We've definitely done that. Good job!
Acro, you didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you?
What are you driving at, Mr. Wright?
You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add.
You're silly hinting at what? Oh, okay. I read the rest of it. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence?
But I did such a good job hinting.
Yes, honey. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright.
Maybe you should take a look at this.
Sadness.
The key point here is the wooden box.
It's the same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over.
The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here?
Who?
When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box, which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene crime.
Yes.
At the scene crime?
The scene crime.
Hey, I've seen crime. You seen crime? I've seen crime.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm getting like major flashbacks because I'm doing Iowa testing with the kids right now. And there's so many sentences like that for like the written expression sections, and I'm just like, oh, this hurts to read out loud to you. Because I have to work with kids I need to read it out loud for, but you know.
Yeah.
I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense.
The moment that the bust came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear.
You mean...
That bust would have fallen upon the point marked out by the wooden box.
There would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim.
Really?
Yes.
Look at us!
The gasp!
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no! It's unbelievable!
I need that on a t-shirt.
Finally, some of these... What?
I need my oh no and a little picture of me pooting on a t-shirt so bad.
Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up.
Are they?
Now I just gotta keep going, and there's only way to get from here forward.
So the next question I have is, who placed this wooden box at the scene?
It was Mr. Dingling, of course.
Okay, I have a feeling you're about to shoot yourself in the foot with that.
He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down.
Allow me to whip some. What? Excuse me. I just needed to whip you really badly. So fuck my dialogue. The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box.
That's why the box is so specially made.
Specially made?
Indeed, it had the most peculiar feature. The box has a remarkable weight.
Wait.
According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds.
Just to lift this wooden box would have required...
Oh, I see. I would have to squat down and then lift up with their body, wouldn't you say?
That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large.
The box also has a carrying hands on the other side, doesn't it?
That is correct. To lift up the box, you have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place.
Have a cookie.
Fool!
Fool!
Excuse me!
Oh!
Have another cookie.
Flip, flip, flip.
Oh, I didn't go to peck you.
Didn't you even bother to listen to me anymore?
I've heard what you've had to say.
He called her him a she.
Yep.
Oh, whoops.
How did he know that he was being played by a woman?
Oh no!
Oh no! I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills.
Did you drop it? Did you drop the bust into the ringmaster?
What are you talking about? Even if I had wanted to do such a thing, I couldn't.
What?
Nani?
What?
Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of this bust?
I forget. I'm sure that's not the answer.
Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria.
Then what happened to it?
I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I almost said Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Join me.
Maybe later, Von Kammer, I'm sorry.
Yes! I mean, yes.
I could
Indeed.
not possibly leave the lodging house by myself.
That means...
The monkey did it.
You understand what I mean, don't you?
I'm just saying the monkey did it.
I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room?
Monkey? What? What?
Von Karma.
I'm sorry, I'm getting mad at my husband for 10 seconds.
Why?
You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that! Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice.
Ah.
Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria.
Yep, we definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. Gotta get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all.
Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation.
What?
Oh.
I was already thinking the same thing even before he
Okay, good. I was like, child, you spoil!
I was mostly joking.
I know, that's the
thing is you were just like,
that's what made it all the better, because we knew that you were joking, but both of me and Abby were like, he just freaking gave it away. That's what made the whole moment amazing and perfect and beautiful.
Frame it
Up there.
pin it,
Gold star.
A+.
A new t-shirt. My stupid face with the expression, monkey!
Monkey.
Hey, it goes perfect with my Donkey Kong playthrough.
Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size.
Well, for instance, he stole the ventriloquist ring.
So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust?
Cool.
Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home.
Kendall's done over there.
No.
Jesus, no.
Money lives in Acro's room.
Acro's room?
Hello.
I'll have to steal a page from Kendall.
The bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny.
Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record.
Oh, you.
Those are some. Sorry, I thought that was Nick. Those are some very nice cards he's holding.
Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny.
Son of a bitch.
Acro? Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bust back to your room.
That is a fucking amazing monkey.
That's because he's an ape.
If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
Rabble, rabble.
Danny Rabble, white.
Rabble, rabble.
Order, I said order, Miss Lakama! Where's the busting question at this moment?
I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak.
Uh-huh.
This is a strange turn of events. The monkey did not steal the bust. And what happens to this case?
Well, in that event, something else must have been used as a murder weapon.
Well, Or maybe this bust was the murder weapon, but it was used by accident?
That's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer.
Moron! Apparently I turned into a crow at the beginning of that, and I apologize. That was very unladylike of me.
Save that in my mind.
Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water, thanks to
Flex Seal!
There's no denying that.
You can tell he's recently watched JonTron.
Yes, I have.
Oh.
Don't see so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney.
Okay, I'll give you that one, Von Karma. That was funny.
Rod.
Have you forgotten the absolute most important thing? Mr. Phoenix Wright. That was a lot of spit, I bless
And what
the
is
saint.
that?
You should know! You forgot that your fraud, a magical client, was spotted at the scene of the crime!
Ah,
You idiot! There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony!
That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Nick, don't let her beat you now!
I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around.
When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The clown saw the murderer. Who was it?
Well, that's actually an episode.
Cool.
You can
Why
take
do I
that-
stare at the microphone now like it's a person?
I know. You can take that out of context, audience.
Abby, I'm a person now.
Son of a bitch, it is.
It's alive!